Yo, that's so cute. Like, Uno keeps staring at Jaewon during this meeting. Oh yeah, Kyungjoon doesn't know that Sona is Uno. Wait, I think he's the only one. I think Sonyoung even knows. What? For real? Even RinI's mom was lying about her? Damn, she even told everyone that RinI was not even her daughter, her niece? Damn, Kyungjoon, you messed up, dude. That's cute. Uno and Jaewon got a happy ending. Wait, is this really their happy ending? I mean, I thought their first kiss after the push and pull relationship was their happy ending. It seems like this is their happy ending. Yo, Kyungjoon finally knows the truth. And he's drunk while finding out the truth. Wait, that's a guy's voice. He called RinI, right? There's no way she's in a relationship that quick. I mean, they've been together for, what, how long? Is it her dad? Her brothers? Does she have brothers? Before I start talking about the episode, I want to ask you guys the same questions that the interviewer asked our characters. What's your ideal type, and what does romance mean to you? Now, for me, when it comes to our ideal type, our question, well, first, when we're young, our question is more like, I want a person who likes me. I want a person who, well, for a guy, I want a person who's handsome. For a girl, I want a person who's pretty or cute. But as we get older, our answers become more realistic. I want a person who knows me better than anyone else. I want a person who doesn't cheat. I want a person who will always stay by my side through thick and thin. And then when it comes to romance, like romance can mean a lot of things. But for me, the way I would define romance is two people loving each other regardless where they come from, regardless of what they do or what they've done. If two people love each other, that's romance right there. Man, a lot happened in this episode, especially with RinI and Kyungjoon. I'll talk about them later. But first, let's talk about Jaewon and Uno. Now, at the beginning of the episode, Uno had a meeting with Kyungjoon and Jaewon about the project she had. And during the meeting, she kept staring at Jaewon, which I thought was pretty cute. And she does that throughout the episode too. And that facial expression, like you can already tell that she's gonna ask him, can we get back together? And that's not because I read the description on the episode. But yeah, you can already tell even if you didn't read the description. Then after Jaewon left the meeting room, Kyungjoon was like, hey, what do you think? Because you keep staring at him. And I'm like, oh yeah. He doesn't know. I think he's the only one that doesn't know. I think Sonyoung knows. Which I find pretty hilarious that he is within their like deep circle, like a friendship, and he doesn't know, which I think is pretty hilarious. So fast forward, we do get an explanation about the necklace that Jaewon gave Uno. I know some people gave their interpretation on it, and you guys are not wrong. Like, it does make sense. But for Jaewon, he said that it's a necklace that he bought when he came back to Seoul, and he was planning on giving it to her when they met again at the stepping stone. But of course, at that time, they didn't meet, and that caused the whole pretty much crazy Jaewon and running away, hiding Uno. So what I find pretty cute and also pretty funny is that Uno is pretty much like, she's confused and she doesn't know what's the meaning behind the necklace. Like, she even tried to call him, but then Jaewon even hung up. And in my mind, I'm thinking, wait, is Uno about to go just a little bit crazy about the necklace? Role switch, maybe? As Uno was trying to figure out the meaning behind the necklace, like, she even called Jaewon to try to ask him, but then he hung up. But as she was trying to figure it out, Jaewon was like, well, I could have left a note, but there's one thing that I wanted to tell her that I didn't. The old Uno was kind and calm. The girl I met at Yangyang and the new Uno who appeared right in front of me, they're all the same girl. And getting to know you will lead me to getting to know the real current you, and I will learn to love you properly. And that's what he wanted to say to her. Even though he didn't, but in a way he sort of did, I guess. If that makes sense. But then eventually they do have a talk on the roof after the party. And EunO was like, I don't even know who I am. I'm clumsy. I'm timid. I run away a lot. But can you accept that? And I'm like, oh, they're getting back together. I'm like, finally. Because it's push and pull kind of thing. Well, so this was our payoff, which I thought it was 2 episodes ago, to be honest. But this is our payoff. Push and pull is over. And they got a happy ending. They ended off with a kiss and snow fell, which I thought was a nice touch. Oh, nice touch. So for RinI and KyeongJoon, this must be the first serious moment we got between these two. Like, I think this is their first fight. Well, this is the first fight that we see. And, well, first at the party, when KyeongJoon was trying to introduce his uncle to RinI, they have a talk. And then his uncle was like, oh yeah, KyeongJoon did told me that you were preparing for graduate school. And then fast forward to them in the car. So it looks like that KyeongJoon, it seemed like he was a little bit embarrassed to tell everyone that his girlfriend is working part-time jobs. I mean, he told people before, but it came to a point where it was really annoying to try to explain why she's working part-time jobs and why she's not in college or what was her major and stuff like that. RinI, she knows how it feels, how annoying it can be, but she doesn't care. She enjoys the life that she's living. She enjoys being this, having a lot of free time kind of lifestyle and working part-time jobs. But for KyeongJoon, I understand from his point of view where it's like, well, if you keep living this type of lifestyle, like imagine if you're like 40 years old, 50 years old, are you still be able to live like this, trying to make ends meet? And I don't like seeing you like this because it makes me worry about you. So just seeing both sides of the argument, I get their point. You got a person who's worrying about the other person, which makes 100% complete sense. And you got RinI's side where it's like, I'm living the life that fits me, you know? And I don't care what other people think. And again, I get both sides. And man, in the end, they just ended up breaking up just like that. And just thinking, okay, we got 1 episode left. There is no way they're going to fix that in 1 episode, especially within 30 minutes. Well, they kind of can, but I mean, it would seem like rushed, in my opinion. But the one thing we didn't know about was RinI leaving her mom in the UK because she was doing exactly what KyeongJoon was doing the entire time. Lying about RinI. Even her mom was lying about her. She even lied that RinI was not her daughter. She was her niece. I'm like, damn. Like, I don't blame RinI for leaving her mom in the UK. Like, the fact that her mom was treating her like that is like, it's almost like, oh man, she was really disappointed in her daughter, I bet. But still, to that point, god damn. So with the drama ending with our characters just giving their input on romance, like I am happy that our main couple got a happy ending. I mean, it's our main couple we started with and we're gonna end it with our main couple too, so they got a happy ending. For the other couples, so this is what I think. If this drama does get another season, I have a feeling that the spotlight is going to switch to other couples and give their story and have the spotlight on them the majority of the time. Since for this one, most of the spotlight was on JaeWon and EunO, so I think maybe in season 2, EunO and JaeWon will still be there. It's just that the spotlight won't be mostly on them. It'll be probably on Kangwon and Sonyoung, or even RinI and KyeongJoon. I could see that happening. Now I want to talk about that ending scene where KyeongJoon is at the bar, he's drunk. First off, he just found out about the truth, about everything, which pretty hilarious. But then, when he was trying to call other people, he tried to call Kangwon, he didn't pick up. He tried to call RinI, but then a man picked up. There's no way that's her dad. Can it? Her brother? Did she say she had brothers? I can't remember. I'm about to go back to episode 1 and try to find out. There's no way that she's in another relationship. And there's no way that's Kangwon. So, I mean, it could be her dad. But the voice sounds young to be, I mean, not young, like teenage young, but no. Can it? Her dad? Her brothers? If she has any? Cousins? There's one thing I do know. There's no way that she's in another relationship, so. So that's the end of the review. Oh man, we have 1 episode left. To be honest, I don't even know what's gonna happen, but I do know that they're gonna put probably most of the focus of the last episode on KyeongJoon and RinI, or probably Kangwon and Sonyoung. Again, Sonyoung is not having a lot of spotlight, man. Like, she is such an angel, in my opinion. Like, it's almost like the less I see her, the more I appreciate her. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I appreciate all of the characters. And I love all of the characters. But the fact that they're not giving Sonyoung a lot of spotlight, like, it makes me appreciate her even more. And if there is another season, and if my prediction is true, if season 2 will change the spotlight on another couple and not on JaeWon and EunO, I think it'll be a pretty good idea to do Kangwon and Sonyoung. So yeah, that's about it. Leave your comments down below on what you guys think about this episode. Other than that, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.